So the market's crashing, crypto's dropping 30 to 40%. We've had our worst start since the 1920s. What are we going to do to help combat this inflation? Well, in this video, I'm going to give you my 3 best investment strategies to help combat the inflation and maybe even make a little bit of money in the process. So stay tuned. Let's get it. Welcome back, guys. It's Cosmo. This is Will We Make It? Boy, all you hear today is on the news is the market has dropped, where people are losing money. Crypto has dropped 30 to 40%. I mean, what are we going to do? Well, in this video, I'm going to help you combat the inflation. We're going to take a look at my 3 strategies to help fight inflation, to see if we can come out ahead of this basically bumpy ride. So let's take a look at the market, shall we? Here we are on Google Finance. If you take a look at the last 5 days, boy, after right here, after the 28th, I mean, just look at the drop all the way down 4.53%, and it is still falling. The Dow Jones also as well. Look at the drop. We can go to the 5-day also from the 28th. 3.8% drop, and it is still dropping even today. So this is definitely look like we're in for some rocky waters coming up. And take a look at the VIX. If you see the VIX is just climbing, that's not a good sign. This is the fear index right here. You can see it's just climbing up, and it doesn't look like it's slowing down anytime soon. So how do we combat inflation, and how do we combat the market's basic downturn? Well, my 3 strategies will help you basically lower your losses, maybe even turn a profit here or two. So before we begin, I just want to let you guys know, yes, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. I do the research. You take what you want with it. I'm basically I'm showing you what I'm doing to help fight this recession going forward. And you're more than willing to check all this information that I show you yourselves. And just like any other YouTube finance channel, nobody can predict the market. There's always risks involved in investing. So let's get right to it. Now, these 3 options I'm going to gauge basically by how would you say risky, which is more risky and which is less risky, more conservative versus more volatile. Starting off first, so here I have the 7 stocks that soar in a recession. If you take a look at these, you'll find these are a lot of these retail plays, discount stores. A lot of people, when they're on a budget, they look for, best deals and best prices. So where do you shop for the best prices? Well, everybody knows we go to Target, Walmart, different things like that. So here you have Walmart and you've got Target, 2 retail plays. Also, a lot of people want to do their own, their own work at home because they don't have the money to pay for, expert or license or, pay to get a remodeling done. They start doing things on your own. So here you have Lowe's and Home Depot, and then you have energy. You have energy and utility stocks as well. This is a Next Era Energy is a clean energy stock. Basically, these 7 stocks have basically posted on average about a 10% improvement during recession. So these particular stocks right here might be something to consider and going forward when it comes to fighting a recession. Now, another way with stocks is you can always, instead of trying to find the best stock within the S&P, you can always short the S&P. You can find an ETF that basically goes against the S&P 500. So that is also an option. I went ahead and put some money into SPXF, which is basically a triple leverage short on the S&P 500. And as you can see for today, it's actually doing pretty good. It's up 3.9%. And basically when the S&P does bad, this basically does good. Now, this is, a short-term solution, basically to help, kind of minimize your losses and hopefully get a little bit of gains. But of course, the S&P is going to recover, and when it does, you definitely want to cash out on this because once the market recovers, this is going to drop dramatically, and you're going to end up losing money. So that is another option as far as stocks go. Now the next option again is a little bit more riskier, but again it is involving crypto. Now the reason why I mention this is because this may not currently make you money, but I strongly believe it'll make you money in the long run. And what I mean by that is buying the dips. Right now crypto is in a free fall in a lot of certain coins. Dogecoin's down 14%, Polygon 19%, Shiba Inu 15%, Decentraland and Sandbox, these have dropped almost 40% in the last 3 weeks. I mean, you can take a look. It has dropped insanely amount in the last, let's say we'll go the last month. It has just dropped an insane amount in the last 30 days. So it's dropped, I would say almost 40% in the last 30 days. So these are great buying opportunities in my opinion. They could drop further. I do expect them to drop maybe a little bit further, but the gains that these are going to come once the turnaround happens, and it will happen. If you take a look back when Bitcoin, back in 2020 or the start of the pandemic, you'll notice a lot of the crypto coins and stocks, of course, nobody was working. Everybody was locked down. So, of course, the stock market tumbled. This is very similar to a situation like this, only it's not necessarily the pandemic. It's basically the inflation, the Fed trying to combat that inflation, which is causing fear, uncertainty, and doubt in the market. And when you've got stocks going bad, crypto is correlated very closely to the market. And when stocks are going bad, crypto does bad well. Main reason that being, my personal opinion, I believe people sell their crypto to recoup their losses from their stocks. So it's a lose-lose situation, because you're losing your position in crypto to try and recoup your losses in your stock. So other plays out there, Axie Infinity is a new all-time low for Axie Infinity. Many other projects are real low right now. The funny thing is you can always find some smaller mid-cap projects that do end up turning a profit. As long as you do your little research, you might be able to find some small cap coins, maybe some that don't cost much, preferably ones that are on an exchange, to where you might be able to turn a profit. Now those are a lot more riskier plays, so you definitely want to do your research involving that. Also, staking is a great way to help combat this recession. If you have a fair amount of crypto, you can stake that, and staking is available for that particular crypto. I strongly recommend you do that. That'll help kind of recoup some of your losses going forward. Here we are on OpenSea. OpenSea is a great exchange to explore NFT collections. If you follow them on Twitter, which I strongly recommend, you can get some, you might be able to get some new information on some future drops of some NFTs. Do be careful there. You definitely want to do your research when you're getting involved in NFTs. But if you find a decent project that is not too expensive and you can get in early, I've seen people flip NFTs and make 10 to 20,000% on those particular NFTs. It is just insane the amount of money people are making flipping NFTs. I mean, you can purchase land in Sandbox, and which is going price for land right now is between $5,000 or $6,000 for a small smidget price of land. You can rent that land out. You can flip the land, the property. Basically, the possibilities are endless concerning NFTs. So definitely do your research. The NFT market is still new and is still growing. It is just insane how much money people are dropping on some of these projects. I mean, the Bored Ape Yacht Club. Speaking of Bored Ape Yacht Club, we have some rather depressing news, and the Bored Ape Yacht Club just released selling land for their Metaverse. Let me see if I can pull it up. Here we are. Basically, could ApeCoin continue declining after other side Metaverse land sale? ApeCoin prices surged in the lead up to the sale of the Other Deeds NFTs, which basically is the land sales that they're offering for the other side, which is their own Metaverse. Congestion on the Ethereum network and high gas fees left some users disgruntled. Basically, people were paying between $5,000 to $6,000 just in transaction fees to purchase land that was going for $5,000 to $6,000. So you're looking for pretty much double the price of the land. You know, paying double the price of the land just to own it. And the congestion was so high that it pretty much slowed the Ethereum network down to a halt. Now, you know, this news basically just further, states how new this technology is, and some of the kinks that are going to need to work out, and how bad Ethereum 2.0 is needed. This just goes to show, you can take this as bad news, but you can also, basically, you can kind of take this as seeing how many people are involved in these projects and how many people are interested and growing with this type of technology. I mean, no one expected this type of flow and this type of money basically changing hands, and it just completely crashed, kind of like the way Robinhood crashed when during the AMC bull run, and Robinhood just basically completely halted trading and lost probably millions of dollars. Who knows? But this is very similar to that. The congestion was just so high. People were just paying insane amount of prices to purchase land that people were getting, frustrated, and were basically kind of feeling like they were getting burned. And basically the result of that is, I mean, ApeCoin has just completely dropped almost 40% in the last 2 days. It has just been insane. It's been on a sharp decline since Saturday. It's crazy. This complete drop right after the sale is insane. So, you can take that for what it's worth. Me personally, it just goes to show how many people are interested in the project, and what needs to be fixed going forward. So that's a little bit of crypto news for you / NFT news. So those are my 3 ways of fighting this stock market bomb, crash, recession, whatever you want to call it. Just keep in mind that what goes down will eventually come up. History shows that. My advice is to dollar cost average through, and don't FOMO all your money into one crazy project hoping to recoup your losses. So now we're going to go and plug in my information from my portfolio and see where we're at for this week. So here we are with our chart, and let me go ahead and plug in our information for May the 2nd. Alright, here we are for May 2nd. I've inputted the numbers, and boy, take a look here. This is not too great. As you can see, we're down. Not as bad as I thought it would be, but it's down nonetheless. So here we are, May 2nd, start of a new month, and I've dropped from 17% down to 16% towards my $8,000 goal. Going forward, many factors were going to help probably prevent me from getting to 8,000, but we're going to do our best. So that's what I got for this video. Thank you for watching. Please like and comment, subscribe, share this video on your social media feeds. Help get this out to other people who are starting over and have very little money. And you can follow me on my journey to see if I can come away with $8,000. I'll catch you next time. Peace.